All right, welcome back. Welcome back to Math is Easy, Step by Step. Hey, if you like these videos, if you find them helpful, please like, follow, and share these videos. We have another word problem test question. A student completed 1/4 of a homework assignment in class. Later, the student completed half of the remaining assignment. How much of the assignment remains to earn full completion? So how much of the assignment remains? So we're looking at a fraction problem here. Let's take a look at the options. All right, so we have option A, 3/4. Option B, 1/2 of the assignment remains. Option C, 2/5 of the assignment remains. Or D, 3/8 of the assignment remains. So I have a strategy I use for word problems. You've seen in some of my other videos I've created. You read the problem at least 3 times. The first time, you get familiar with the problem. The second time, you try to pick out details. And the third time, you try to organize the facts. So that's what I'd like to do here. Let's reread this test question. All right, this is a second go around. So a student completed 1/4 of a homework assignment. So if a student completed a fourth, how much is remaining? Keep that in mind. The assignment in class. Later, the student completed 1/2 of the remaining assignment. Okay, so a half of the remaining assignment. Okay, so how much of the assignment remains in order to earn full completion? Okay, so this is the second go around. Now let's take a look at what it might look like if you read through it one more time. You want to read through this another time, and then we'll organize the facts. Okay, so let's think about this. What is 1/4? Remember, the student completed a fourth of the assignment in class. What is 1/4 takeaway or minus from 4/4? Now, you may be familiar with fractions, you may not. A whole is 4/4. So that's one whole. This would be considered the whole assignment because only 1 out of 4 parts was completed. Out of the whole, 4 out of 4 parts. Kind of look at it that way if you might. Fractions can be frustrating. Okay, so I wanted to kind of show you here 4/4. Remember, this is one whole minus 1/4 that was completed in class. Now, in order to add or subtract fractions, the denominator, the bottom number, has to be the same. Sometimes we have to manipulate the top or numerator and the denominator of fractions in order to complete this task. But luckily, the bottom numbers are the same. So 4/4 is the whole assignment, minus 1/4 of the assignment completed in class, leaves me 3/4 of the assignment that I need to complete. And while we're here, I want to kind of show and explain again, 4/4 is a whole. Well, what does that mean? That means when you add, again, denominators, the bottom number, when you add fractions, the denominator needs to be the same. And it stays the same throughout the entire process. So once that occurs, then you can add or subtract the top numbers. So 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 is one whole. If you were to take away 1/4, you'd be left with 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is 3/4. So that's just another way of looking at fractions if you have a hard time understanding fractions. Okay, so if we read on with the word problem, remember the student, she was able to finish half of the remainder of the assignment that wasn't completed in class. So the question is to ask yourself, what is 1/2 of 3/4? Remember, 3/4 was not completed in class. The student, she finished half of what was not completed in class. Now we got to determine out what that means. A lot of time in word problems, of means multiply. Maybe not 100% of the time, but a lot of the times it means to multiply. And when we multiply with fractions, we multiply top to top, bottom to bottom. So half of 3/4, or 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. Half of 3/4 is 3/8. Now let's organize our facts, and this will conclude part 1 video and answering this test question. Stick around for part 2. We're going to organize our facts and keep moving on, moving on. Thank you for joining me. Math's easy. Take it step by step. Stick around. Part 2. Like, follow, and share these videos.